Welcome in, Grizzly fans. We are all posted up and broadcasting live from Wamego, Kansas, upon the footprint of Wamego High School, home of the Red Raiders. About 3 hours and 15 minutes north of the cozy town of Altamont, Kansas, on a cool and rainy day here just east of Manhattan. Welcome in, Grizzly fans. I'm Jack Leake III, alongside my father, Jack Leake Jr., and the Johnny D, on the KLKC Sports YouTube live stream. 9 minutes until our nation's anthem is played, starters and then tip-off. This is the Tank Connection pregame show of Lady Grizzly basketball. It's postseason time. SubState ball is on tap. Win or go home. These Lady Grizzlies looking down the barrel of a little bit different of a postseason approach. Last few years, last many years, we have been the favored, the hosting, the dominant. Well, we're a 15 seed here on the road, 3 hours away, playing the number 2 seed.
Yeah, absolutely. And
can you not hear me?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time hearing very well through my headset tonight, so that's kind of why I turned your mic up. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, just mentioning our last game there at Coffeyville. I'm sure you got the stats in front of you, but Lady Grizzlies came out, in the second half and played probably one of the best halves of basketball we've seen them play this year. And we talked a little bit about how nice it is to watch them just play free and loose and have fun, and it seemed easy to them. So I hope they can come out here with that same mindset tonight. You know, the expectation is Wamego's supposed to beat us. I mean, that's what everybody's thinking. So we have nothing to prove. Just have fun and go see what goes our way.
You mentioned the Lady Grizzlies really came out scoring. Labette County had a season-high 59 points in that game, led by freshman Peyton Davis, who had 18 points in that game. Millie Carnahan had 16, and senior Amory Baker had 10. And I talked about this with Coach Vollmer post-game show, just how healthy that box score is, which for those that don't know what a box score is, that's basically the game totals, the scoring per player, the rebounds per player, turnovers per team, things like that. And when looking at the box score post-Coffeyville a week ago, or a few days ago, it was the healthiest it has looked all year, because this Grizzly team, coming into the season to be successful, needed Davis, Carnahan, and Baker to average double figures. They haven't, but they did on Friday, and the season isn't over. So perhaps maybe tonight we can get another double-digit performance from that three-headed monster of Davis, Baker, and Carnahan.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, how nice would that be? And not to mention all the other cast members that did such a good job. Maybe didn't score a lot of points, but the rebounding that we've talked about has been so good for us and helpful defensively by not giving the other team, Coffeyville last week, added possessions and opportunities. So, just a great, my goodness, that second half just really showcased our potential when this team's playing together and loose and having fun. So, again, if we come in with that mindset, make a few baskets, and start to have fun, I think we can really flip the pressure here on Wamego tonight.
The Grizzlies outscored Coffeyville 40-17 in the second half of play on Friday night. Other sub-state competition taking place across the state tonight. All games tip off at 6 p.m. The only game that isn't being played tonight is down at the very bottom in sub-state bracket number 4. Topeka Hayden gets a bye. I don't know what happened. Maybe the 12 seed backed out or something, but on Keisha.org it shows Topeka Hayden as getting a bye in the girls bracket. But we'll start at the top and work down. Rock Creek is playing host to Parsons tonight. Fort Scott host Tonganoxie in that bracket. In sub-state number 2, of course this game, Wamego hosts Labette County. Santa Fe host Bishop Miege. Sub-state number 3, Eudora host Lewisburg. Ottawa hosting Chanute. In Substate number 4, Independence host Baldwin, and Topeka Hayden getting the bye. So Topeka Hayden and Independence is kind of the common matchup. The Independence boys just so happened to draw Topeka Hayden in the 7-10 matchup on the boys' side. Not saying they won't win, but Independence and Topeka Hayden getting the matchup in both the girls and boys' side. So, yeah, like you said earlier, as far as this one, Labette County hefty underdog here tonight in kind of a different styled gymnasium. You know, the Labette County setup, Harrison Gymnasium that we are used to back home, a lot of room. There's space everywhere, just a big footprint. Heck, the gym sets apart from the school. Here, it's connected to the school. There's little tight kind of hallways, little corridors, steps and stairs and tight walls, and we're at a little table. Not saying it's bad, but just kind of a unique feel here in the Wamego High School that we drove by coming in, and we were looking at the building. It's an old high school, and you know, we thought we came from from an older campus.
Yeah, kind of a neat historic town, and this gym, it's kind of hard to we wondered if the gym was in this building, but when you come in, you go downstairs. And so the gym's kind of sunken down below ground, kind of like a stadium, a football stadium. So you walk into a regular level building, but then you go down to the floor. So anyway, it's really kind of a neat setup.
This is the Tank Connection pregame show of Lady Grizzly basketball. We will be back in 1 minute with more pregame show.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At Idea Tech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees, but then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from Idea Tech.
Welcome in, Grizzly fans. This is the Tank Connection pregame show of Lady Grizzly basketball. Jack Leake III alongside Jack Leake Jr. and Jonathan Dusher on the KLKC Sports YouTube live stream. 1 minute, and then the national anthem and starters here inside Wamego Red Raider High School. Labette County, the 15 seed, taking on the number 2 Red Raiders, who are 19-3 on the year, so certainly an impressive year for these Lady Raiders. I'll kind of call them tonight. Lady Red Raiders is a bit of a mouthful, so I'm going to back off and help myself a little bit tonight, but maybe these Lady Grizzlies can play spoiler here tonight. Starting lineups after the national anthem here in 1 minute on KLKC. National anthem sang beautifully here in Wamego High School. Starters about to be rattled off by the public address announcer sitting down below us. Red Raiders versus Labette County here in just a moment. These Lady Grizzlies are going to be donning their road black uniforms with red Grizzlies in block lettering on the chest and their numbers in red outlined in yellow on the front and back. Lady Raiders going to be in white home unis with black numbers on the front and back and a little Wamego W on the front. Starting tonight for your Labette County Lady Grizzlies, from top to bottom on the roster sheet, number 13, a 5'5 senior, Amelia Carnahan. Number 21, a 5'9 freshman, Peyton Davis. Number 24, a 5'6 senior, Keely Good. Would you circle the Wamego starters, please? Number 40, a 5'10 senior, Amory Baker. Number 52, a 6-foot-tall sophomore, Kaylin McCoy. So again, for Labette County, it is Carnahan, Davis, Good, Baker, and McCoy. 3 seniors, a sophomore, and a freshman for Labette County. Head coach Brianna Vollmer, assisted by Heather Wilson and Ryan Taylor. Starting for the Wamego Raiders tonight, number 1, a 5'6 senior, Mia Meyer. Number 2, a 5'4 sophomore, Gentry McIntosh. Number 3, a 5'6 senior, Lexi Hecht. Number 5, a 5'9 senior, Greer Panzer. Number 15, a 5'10 sophomore, Kendall Mayer. Well, that's number 25. Number 25, not 15, a 5'8 junior, Shane Pittenger Reed. So for Wamego, it's Meyer, McIntosh, Hecht, Panzer, and Pittenger Reed. Head coach for Wamego is Brian McIntosh, assisted by Caden Vanderpool and Tori Hubler. Kind of a, how I would describe this this atmosphere and feeling is retro. It's got kind of an old-fashioned retro. I feel like I'm in the middle of like a Hoosiers #2 girls version movie. It's got like a bit of a throwback feel, the band, the everything.
Yeah, it does, and it, small town high school community, you can just see the community members out here, so really good turnout. So anyway, getting ready to go here.
Davis goes toe-to-toe with Meyer at center court, tipping the tap, won by the Raiders. Possession number 1 belongs to the home team. SubState basketball, win or go home, is underway. Wamego will work the floor left to right, missing on a 3 near side is Hecht. Putback is there by Pittenger Reed.
Felt like we were in good position that time for the rebound. Just got an unfortunate bounce there, and they scored kind of the easy score.
Labette County trying to break the pressure from Wamego, and they do, working it right to left. Keely Good picks her dribble up, in trouble. Davis comes to help her out, gets it in open space. Now pitches to McCoy beyond the 3-point line. Hits a cutting Good, who's blocked from behind by Hecht, and here come the Raiders left to right. Hecht has it stolen by Millie. She does that so well.
Boy, she sure does. And man, Wamego's going to really put the pressure on the Grizzlies, so we need to settle in and be ready for that.
Labette County's first shot is up and missed, but there is McCoy underneath the bucket, tying the game at 2.
There you go. That kind of settles things down. We get a takeaway and a lay-in and tie ball game here.
So McCoy strikes first for Labette County and Pittenger Reed for Wamego. Hecht in the corner. Labette County in a zone. Wamego throws out of it. Ball being whipped around the 3-point line. McIntosh dump down pass near travel, and she's going to get called for it. Turnover Raiders. And Labette County gets it back.
Yeah, Labette County playing that zone. Did a nice job that time of sliding over and helping out. So turnover here. See if we can't go up.
6.5 minutes to go. Opening quarter if you're just joining us. We're tied at 2. Labette County with the basketball. Carnahan comes off the screen, dribbles hard into the chest of the defender and throws out. Now she's open on the three, no good. Rebound Amory Baker on the block, one dribble, goes up strong, blocked. Rebound Meyer, but what a way for Labette County to start.
Absolutely, that's a good possession. Millie got a good look, and Amory Baker got a good rebound, and a putback could have been called a foul. So, yeah, it was a good possession.
And Wamego throws it away on this end of the floor. A little bit surprised perhaps at how good this Grizzly defense is.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for a high school team not to look ahead at a team, and it appears they're not going to be very good at all, but we're a scrappy, good little team.
Carnahan dribbled out of the pressure all the way to the cup. Layup is missed. Rebound Baker goes up strong off the window. 4-2 Labette County. Timeout Coach McIntosh. Coach Vollmer had her girls ready to play. They lead 4-2 with 5:40 remaining in the first quarter. Back in 30 seconds on KLKC.
At Labette Center, we have worked hard to make it easier than ever to start on your journey to wellness. The center provides a full range of mental health and substance use services to individuals of all ages. With expanded services and same-day access, you can begin your journey when you are ready. Visit our website at lcmhs.com to find out more about our services and begin your journey to wellness today. Labette Center for Mental Health. Help for today. Hope for tomorrow.
Labette County with a lead here just a couple minutes into the game, though. Here's Hecht underneath the basket. Missed the shot, went out of bounds off of Labette County, says the official.
Yeah, I tell you, that was an intense timeout by Wamego. Coach is uneasy. The team looks tight. Right now, Labette County's kind of in their headspace a little bit, I'd say.
Raiders throwing it around the three-point line. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Labette County with great defense, trying to get a jump ball, and it is forced. It will stay with the Raiders, though. And these officials are letting some of those hand checks go, which is great news. And yeah, it should be Labette County's ball. That's a good catch by the official. So it'll be Labette County ball. The possession arrow said Raiders, but they won the opening tip. And so a nice catch by the official there.
This press is something, yeah, there you go.
Labette County breaks it right to left. Oh, McCoy mishandled the pass. If she caught it, it would have been 6-2 Labette County, but lost it out of bounds.
Yeah, a great job there throwing the ball against the press, not dribbling. Moved it up quickly and had a great opportunity.
4-2 Lady Grizzlies. Three-point shot near side missed. Long board tipped by Carnahan, and it's going to go to Kendall Mayer. Three-point shot missed. Another rebound Raiders with 4:40 to play in the first quarter. Hecht drives and kicks. A Meyer three is missed. Rebound Amory Baker, who finds Keeley Good.
Yeah, right now Wamego, they can't can't hit a bucket, and we're doing a better job getting some rebounds here.
Bad pass by Good into traffic, out of bounds. It'll be Wamego basketball.
I mean, Wamego's got a nice defense. That's part of that, but we can't be throwing balls where there's no prayer of getting the ball thrown. I mean, not tonight. You can't win that way.
4:15 to play. Wamego has been held to just 2 points. But you look at the other side of the paper, and Labette County's been held to 4. Wamego nearly ties the game underneath, but the shot is missed, and I like this. Labette County's running the floor. A long pass to Peyton Davis. Layup missed, but she's fouled. 2 free throws. Amory Baker did a nice job when she got the rebound of looking for a deep outlet.
Yeah, sure enough, and the tension continues on Wamego's sidelines. A lot of pacing. I mean, I know it's early, but this is not the start the Red Raiders were expecting to see out of their girls.
Yeah, I mean, first free throw by Davis is missed. It is early, not even halfway through the first quarter, nearly. But it could be 12-0,
right,
and we're thinking game over. She'll miss the second, but the rebound is there by Amory Baker. Looks for an outlet. Good for 3. Off the glass, you better believe it. 7-2, Labette County by 5.
And with every good thing that happens, we loosen up, have fun, and the Wamego gets a little tighter.
Hecht hits the floor as she tried to throw it. McIntosh, hook pass, tipped, sloppy play. Davis reads it, nearly intercepted it. Hecht, awkward three, no. Rebound Baker, and the Labette County bench comes to life.
Gosh, so far so good. A lot of fun to watch, yeah. Peyton just dribble got a little out of control there. Got a turnover, kind of a carry. But boy, the overall energy right now, the Grizzlies is really positive.
Dallas Frazier Brown in the game for Mayer. We'll see if Wamego can score. They have 2 points through 4 minutes and 40 seconds of game time. Labette County leads 7-2. Good ball movement. Hecht for three, swish. She has shot many of them. That's her first make shot, so that tells me she can hit them.
Yeah, she's confident. I was watching her in warm-up. She was out there 35-foot shooting those, so I looked for her to shoot tonight.
Good fakes on a three, has it stolen by Hecht. Good is kind of limited. She loves to dribble with her right hand, and right there a left-hand dribble would have done a lot of benefit. And a three-point shot on this end is good by Meyer, and Wamego leads by one.
Yeah, now they're starting to kind of get their gumption going here, hit a couple threes. And now they're kind of slowly putting the pressure back on the Grizzlies.
I think Keeley is, okay. Jackie Schull checked in for Keeley Good. Took her a moment to figure that out, I think. So Schull will throw the ball in. McKinley Baker in for Kaylin McCoy a second ago as well. 2:40 to play first quarter, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Millie Carnahan. Now, how does Labette County respond? Supposed to lose by 30 tonight. Now that Wamego has taken a 1-point lead and we turn it over.
Well, yeah, so you go one possession at a time. That's kind of how you gain and lose momentum. It starts with 1 or 2 wins in a row, so meaning possessions.
Meyer rotates it around the arch. McIntosh comes to the heart of the floor, throws off to Hecht. One-arm flip inside, poked out by Amory Baker. Wamego will throw it in underneath their own basket. Keeley Good got about a 10-second break, and she checks in for Peyton Davis.
It's a good start. Good defense there by Amory Baker.
Labette County left Meyer wide open, but she was short on the three. Rebound fought for. Wamego's got it. Boy, Labette County had every right to that rebound, but no one could grab it, and the held ball keeps it with the Raiders.
Yeah, it kind of feels like we let one get away there, but anyway, again, we're playing a fine ball club tonight.
An open three, missed. Rebound Keeley Good, puts it on the deck once and finds Jackie Schull. Schull heaves one ahead to McKinley Baker. Dribbling with her right hand, now turns and throws to Carnahan. She'll drive, swerve, go up, stripped. Out off the Raiders. Labette County will keep. 8-7 Wamego, minute 55, first quarter.
Yeah, I like that action by Millie going downhill. Again, that could have been called a foul. I don't know that it was necessarily, but the more of those you get a look at, the more fouls you'll draw.
Labette County's inbound pass is tipped and stolen. Mia Meyer has the ball. No one stops her. A little jumper is good.
Okay, now Wamego's kind of got things going their way. Labette County down 10-7. Let's see what we can do here.
Coach Vollmer wants a 30-second timeout as her girls trail by 3, an 8-0 run for Wamego. Back in 30 seconds on KLKC.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during couples court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Krause in the House gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at KLKCRadio.com.
Welcome back in, everybody. We thank you for being a part of this evening's broadcast of SubState basketball. Labette County trails by 3 with a minute 30 to go in the first quarter. I'm not sure how that was a foul on Lexi Hecht, but I'm not going to complain about it too much. She got called for a blocking foul, her first.
Yeah, she's a nice little player. Really did a good job of trying to take away Millie's right hand there.
Labette County's gotten a little bit tighter with the basketball since Wamego came back. Here's McKinley Baker, a turnaround jumper is swished. That little mid-range for McKinley is an overlooked aspect of her game.
Yeah, and again, she's so quick. Once she turns and commits to the shot, it's off. You can't block it.
10-9, Labette County gets within one. Jumper, too strong for Meyer. Labette County not crashing very well. Rebound Raiders, three-pointer Hecht. Goods, pure switch.
Yeah, she should have never got that shot. We got out-hustled on the play earlier, and they got the rebound in another possession.
Amory Baker setting Carnahan some screens. Keeley Good, tough shot, blocked, tipped out by Amory Baker, and the Raiders get the ball back up by 4 with 37 seconds left in the first period. Kylie Roberts in and Kaylin McCoy for Labette County.
Yeah, again, down 13-9, still a great first quarter here. Got a ref. Oh, got the net hung up, I see. I wonder why they blew the whistle.
Jonathan, go down there. Oh, never mind, you can't touch the net. I'll let you fend for yourself a little bit. How you doing up there, Jonathan?
I'm great, except for the fact I'm going to have to stand all game because there's no extra chairs for me to sit in.
Well, you get to sit 3.5 hours going home, so you'll be fine.
So are you guys.
13-9, Labette County trails, 23 seconds to go, first quarter. Grizzlies, nice defense here. I think that went off of Wamego. It did, and Labette County gets a turnover, forces one with 19 seconds to go.
Yeah, right now, boy, this would be nice to score, right, closing out the quarter, kind of hanging around.
Carnahan brings the ball up the floor right to left, a 2-1-2 pickup for Wamego. And Carnahan's going to get called for a charge. With 10 seconds to play first quarter, Wamego gets the ball back. That's Carnahan's second.
Nice attempt there by Hecht to draw that, and she did. I think that was a little bit of a payback for her getting that block earlier, but nonetheless, good defense.
Hecht, a senior, good ball player. 2 threes, might be 3 threes after this shot. It's missed though, tipped out by Scholl, and I think it'll stay, well, I guess it ended the first quarter, never mind, doesn't matter. At the end of one, it's Labette County 9, Wamego 13. So Labette County, really, one of the better outcomes of the first 8 minutes has happened, only down 2 possessions. Let's step aside for a 1-minute timeout and return to Wamego.
Looking for a career that supports the U.S. national security mission? Join Day and Zimmerman here in Parsons, Kansas. Our salaried and hourly positions offer competitive compensation, starting at $22.90 for hourly roles, and all employees receive excellent benefits and room to grow. From production operators to engineering and beyond, you'll help supply America's defense and build a career you can be proud of. Apply today at careers.dayzim.com. You can make a difference at Day and Zimmerman.
Here's a bright idea. Streaming without buffering. It's not 2014. There's no reason for laggy internet and buffering shows. IdeaTech has the technology. It's fiber optic cable. IdeaTech has brought high-speed fiber to 75 communities and counting. Don't put up with outdated internet. Stream without buffering. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
Wamego with the basketball here. Second quarter, three-pointer missed by Panzer. Put back good by Mia Meyer. She has 7 points, and Wamego goes up 6.
Yeah, that Lady Raider defense is really kind of causing us some trouble. Getting the ball knocked out there, and so really pretty suffocating defense.
Tegan Shaw, the freshman who has really gotten varsity stretch the last month, has had a wonderful junior varsity season. made the roster of 13 girls that can travel in postseason. Davis missed a three-point shot. Rebound Wamego. And here comes Hecht, left to right.
We saw Davis last week shoot so well from three-point range. That time she just didn't get herself squared up. A little bit rushed.
Raiders have yet to get the ball in the paint. Now they do. Nice pick and roll there. And the layup is good by Avery Musselman. I'm sorry, that's 32. Frazier Brown on the shot there. And Labette County has a ball batted out of play, so they'll have the ball down by 8.
Yeah, that was a quality move and a quality pass there by the Lady Raiders on that backdoor play.
Labette County misses on a 3. Backside board is there for Shaw. Her shot was blocked, and I think a jump is going to be called, and it will go to Wamego with the score 17-9 with 6:40 left in the first half.
Yeah, this game's kind of slowly eking out a little bit, so Lady Grizzlies just settle back down here, win this possession defensively, get the rebound, just try to make something good happen each time you have the ball or when you're on defense.
Labette County led 7-2 halfway through the first quarter after Keely Good banked in a three-pointer. And since then, it's been 15-2 run for the Raiders. Hecht with the drive and hook pass, McIntosh. She'll do the same except shoot it and miss it. Rebound Hecht, layup good.
Yeah, again, they're just getting some rebounds now. They didn't get those the first 4 or 5 possessions. Grizzlies have to get back to getting position and getting rebounds.
McCoy throws out of a trap. Davis to Good. Underneath, missed it. Rebound, Amory Baker tried to get the shooting foul but couldn't quite sell it early enough. The foul is on the floor. Amory coming off of a game where she had, what was it, 17 rebounds? Because Coach Vollmer showed it to me on the iPad stat sheet and talked about how that was even one of Coach Vollmer's better rebounding games whenever she was in high school. I think it was 17 rebounds Amory had on Friday, which is just outstanding. Timeout, Labette County. They trail by 10, 6 minutes first half. We would like to thank a few sponsors for allowing us to make this trip to Wamego and cover this game for you. Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Day and Zimmerman, Brown's Mechanical and Plumbing Services, Community National Bank, the Bartlett Co-op, Labette Bank, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray, Wood Insurance Center, Labette Community College, SEK Orthopedics, Doctors Mosier and Meister, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, the Unified School District of USD 506, Elm Haven Nursing Home and Woodridge Estates, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, the Corner Store of Altamont, Idea Tech, Community National Bank, and Labette Center for Mental Health Services. Grizzlies will have the basketball with 5:50 to go in the first half. Keely Good to inbound and a foul away from the ball. An illegal screen on Carson Moore, who just checked in out of that timeout. And Labette County will square up defensively, down by 10.
Trying to do some research there. The record is 24 rebounds set by Kendra Frazier in 2008, so Amory did a wonderful job.
Wow, yeah, wow. Didn't quite realize, I knew foul on Labette County, 2 free throws coming up for Mayer for Wamego, but man, whenever I saw on the iPad that Coach Vollmer brought up to the Crow's Nest there on Friday in Coffeyville, I think it said 17. It was high double figures for Amory on Friday. I thought, man, that's up there.
Yes, it is, yeah.
First free throw missed by Mayer. Amory Baker and Kaylin McCoy in for McKinley Baker and Carson Moore. First free throw for Mayer, the second free throw is good.
Looks like the Red Raiders going to drop back to kind of a half-court press here, something a little different.
Labette County's been held scoreless, but not for long. Tegan Shaw breaks the ice in the second quarter.
Gosh, how nice is that? We got 2 freshmen on the floor and a sophomore and a couple of seniors. Got a steal here.
Throw it. There she goes. Shaw, right to left, near travel, and she'll score. No travel. Tegan Shaw with 4 points in the last 15 seconds.
Only down 7 now. Had a couple of good things happen offensively and defensively, so let's stack one more right here.
5 minutes to play, second quarter. Labette County came to play. Raiders moving the ball well. Tough jumper, misses badly. Rebound fought for, and Hecht wins it. Offensive rebound, three-pointer Mayer. No, jammed between the backboard and rim, and that'll be a jump ball as it's stuck up there. Jonathan, well, never mind.
That has forever amazed me, how a basketball does that. Uh-oh. Peyton's got to do this too. Yeah, good job.
You want to describe what you were talking about there?
Yeah, the ball, they shoot it and it gets wet. That was a 3-point shot and it hits perfectly between the rim and the backboard and just wedges instantly. The physics behind that are like 1 in a gajillion.
The reason why it's kind of funny that I give you a hard time about not being able to touch the net, Jonathan, is the fact that you're tall. How tall are you?
6'4".
Wow. Can you dunk?
Not even close.
Okay. Here's Keeley Good, right to left, missing. Rebound, guess who? A little up and under is pure. Amory Baker, I bet you guessed correctly. And Labette County answers with a 6-0 run. How about this? Timeout Wamego. Grizzlies creep within 5. Back in 30 seconds on KLKC.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating voltage storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Wamego, nice set play out of the timeout, and Kendall Mayer scores it for Wamego. They go back up 7.
Yeah, that was nice. Some good ball movement, give themselves a good shot. They needed that.
Tegan Shaw in trouble, and a jump ball gives it to Wamego. She didn't do anything wrong, just got caught in between 2 white jerseys.
This is how you learn. There is no shortcuts for a freshman in a varsity game. You just have to be out there in the fire, have good things happen, some things that, you learn from. So hustling well, and yeah, that's just a learning moment.
2 freshmen and a sophomore, you talked about that earlier, on the floor right now for Labette County. A 3-pointer missed, but a foul, and Gentry McIntosh will shoot 3 free throws. The foul on Keeley Good, her first and the team's third, with 3:45 remaining in the first half. First of 3 free throws for the sophomore Raider is off the mark. Stays at 22-15. Labette County brought a few Grizzly Nation members. I see some parents and fans across from us behind the Grizzly bench. Second free throw is good. And I know whenever we travel, especially if it's a lengthier trip, I don't know the exact determining factors, but we brought part of our wonderful cheer squad tonight. They made the long trip, awful nice of them. Third free throw is good. As whenever we left Altamont, it was 70 degrees. And when we got out of the Ford Expedition 3 hours, 15 minutes later, it was in the 40s and cool. Labette County turns it over, and the Raiders will get it back.
Yeah, kind of a rainy, little gloomy drive up here, but yeah, what it drop, I guess 30 degrees roughly. So, yeah, a little bit cooler up here.
24-15, Wamego back up 9 after Labette County got within 5. An open 3 is missed, Rebound fought for. Man, I think Millie got kind of popped in the face right there for an extended stretch. Fell on the ground, but now has to play continued defense. Raiders miss another three. Long rebound goes to Pittenger-Reed, and Wamego really threatening to go up double figures. Hecht throws off to Mayer. I'm sorry, that was Meyer. That's a little confusing. Here's a layup good on the backside by Pittenger-Reed, and they go up 11.
That's what happens when a team gets 2, 3, 4 opportunities down the floor. Got to find a way to crash the boards and limit that.
Raiders have 6 different players that have scored the basketball in the second quarter alone. Only one Lady Raider has scored more than once. So really diverse scoring for the team in white, and a foul on them, the first on Pittenger-Reed and the second as a team.
This game so far has been a classic basketball game. One team will run 5 or 6 points, then the other team will run 5 or 6 points. So back and forth.
Jumper missed by Davis, rebound Raiders. Hecht breaks the timeline left to right as we view the floor. 23 seconds, Reed's on the shot clock. She'll stop right side, throw off. Wide open three, McIntosh, down and out. Rebound, Wamego, and a foul on the Grizzlies. Apologies, I'm having a hard time for some reason with the Wamego numbers down there. It was Meyer who shot the three, and McIntosh got the rebound and was fouled.
Yeah, they continue to, and I got to credit Wamego for this, I guess, for making sure they're in position to rebound the basketball on the offensive end. They continue just to beat us to the boards, and I guess the only answer Grizzlies might have is just you have to get down there and get physical and root around and get them on your hip.
First free throw good by McIntosh. The second one is on its way and pure. Wamego by 13 with 2:20 till half. Jackie Scholl bringing it right to left. Forwards a chest pass to Carnahan. Working hard on her is McIntosh. Sloppy handoff, but Davis has it. Takes one dribble, picks it up. Throws to Scholl. Davis comes to set a screen. Jackie picks her dribble up, finds Davis. Or well, wanted to. Throws to Keeley instead. A little floater is missed, but she's fouled. Not a good possession for Labette County 98% of the time, but the final 2% of it results in 2 free throws.
Yeah, there's a tendency to make 1 or 2 dribbles and stop and pick it up, and that's just a death sentence. I mean, they just instantly are in your face. Got to try to keep the ball dribbling until you're ready literally to pass it.
Keeley rattles in the first free throw. She has our 1 3-pointer made in the game. It was banked in to make it a 7-2 Grizzly lead, and now it sits at 28-17 Wamego after Keeley makes both free throws.
Okay, let's see if we can get a defensive stand here, get the ball back and score again. That'd be 2 good possessions in a row for us.
Hecht, pass intercepted by Baker, throws to Carnahan. Labette County, their first steal in a little bit of time.
Yeah, there's half of it there. Now let's do something on the offensive end and kind of get some momentum going into half.
Labette County turns it over, just kind of forcing the issue a little bit with 95 seconds to go in the first half. Tegan Shaw back in for Labette County.
Does Millie have 2?
Yes, 2 fouls.
Yeah, that's smart to get her out with a minute left, minute 30.
Hecht throws to Pittenger-Reed. Quick trigger, Meyer misses. Rebound, Wamego, layup good. Really physical play by Kendall Mayer.
I mean, I got to watch myself because I hate it when they call too many fouls, but that was over the back.
Wamego really hustling, nearly forcing a steal. Labette County keeps it alive, and then another touchy foul on Hecht. Her second and the team's 4th, matching Labette County's team total. In comes Millie for Jackie.
Yeah, Hecht is their go-to player, kind of their heartbeat. That's 2 on her. She's got to be careful not to pick up a ticky-tack.
Keeley good, left block, left unattended, and a shooting foul on Panzer. 2 free throws for Keeley good again.
Yeah, Keeley took 1 too many dribbles, I think, that time. It was a good pass down low and went up strong. So I'm glad she drew the foul, though. Nice job.
1 minute, 5 seconds first half. Keeley's first of 2 is good. She is 3 out of 3 on free throws tonight. That gets Labette County within 12. And she makes that one as well. Very nice.
Those are big. Yeah, she shot well, and that's super important. So minute left till half. Need a good defensive stop right here.
Right wing, Pittenger Reed throws to Meyer, who is not afraid to shoot it. She's made 1 3. Wamego has made 3 total as a team. 45 seconds first half. I wouldn't be surprised if a bit of a makeup call is going to come soon for Labette County defensively. Here's a dump down pass, kind of sloppy and traveling, or no. 3 seconds in the lane called on Wamego, so Labette County 35 seconds away from really closing out this half well.
I can tell you right now, this is not how they expected this game. Wamego expected this game to go.
Goods pass hung in the air too long, but she nearly stole it back after it was intercepted, but couldn't quite get it. So Wamego back with it and no shot clock, so forget that possession. Labette County throws it right away. Here's Hecht at the center of the court. Her pass tipped by Davis, nearly got there in time, and he had to call it because she fell. It wasn't a foul, but Panzer fell, so he had to call it, especially since it's at Wamego.
Yeah.
And it'll be 2 free throws for Panzer, as that was the 5th team foul on Labette County.
You know, anytime the whistle's that late on a play, that's just way too awkward for an official to try to pull that off. That's a tough one.
First free throw, no good by Panzer. With 10 seconds to go in the first half, it's Wamego 30, Labette County 19.
Grizzlies have to rebound this. We cannot let Wamego get this and put it back.
Panzer's second free throw is no good. Rebound tipped twice, rebound Shaw. Labette County's got a chance here. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, still have a chance. A jump ball will keep it with us with 4.3 reading on the scoreboard to our right and left.
Shaw's doing a nice job. This game's moving really fast. She's playing against one of the top teams in Kansas, 4A. So really, really pleased with her effort tonight.
Another pass intercepted. Keeley struggled with throwing the ball tonight, and a half-court heave is missed. At halftime, it's Labette County 19, Wamego 30. We're going to step aside for 5 minutes and come back with the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating voltage storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show, brought to you by Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. I'm Jack Leake III, alongside Jack Leake Jr. and Jonathan Dusher on the KC Sports YouTube live stream. Labette County trails Wamego at halftime, 30-19. A few other scores and other sub-state area games as well for you. At halftime, Tonganoxie leads Fort Scott. Again, these are all ladies games, 21-16. Chanute leads at halftime on the road over Ottawa, 22-18 in the 11 and 6 seed matchup. And at Independence, the 4 seed versus Baldwin, the 13 seed at halftime, it is Baldwin 23-19. And at halftime of the 1 seed versus 16, Rock Creek versus Parsons, it is Rock Creek up big at half, 50-13. So Chanute leads by 4 at half. Parsons trails big at half. Independence trails by 4 at half. And Fort Scott trails by 5 at halftime. So the Lady SEK teams being tested across the sub-state brackets, as of course are our 15-seed Grizzlies. However, I think they have played pretty well here and earned a lot of respect against a good Wamego team.
Yeah, a couple things to speak to quickly. One is Independence, you said they were the 4 seed and Baldwin's 13. Over the years, you know, we've seen this so much. A 13 seed comes down from an entirely different part of the state, you know, from a different district, and really brings different level of play. And secondly, I didn't realize how close we are right now to Rock Creek. It's 15 miles from Manhattan. I didn't know geographically where Rock Creek was. But anyway, about this game, the Lady Grizzlies, I said it once earlier, I think Wamego had a different visual in their mind of how this game would probably play out. And we came out and really shell-shocked them early, had them looking kind of befuddled, frustrated, and they've settled down. I know they're up 11, but still, I never felt like this game was just completely dominated. I mean, we've had our runs, you know, we cut it to 5 in the second quarter. So I feel like we played a good game. It's easy to get a little frustrated occasionally with some balls being thrown away, but some of that comes with a really nice team defending you. So anyway, you know, we'll see what happens here. We come out like we did against Coffeyville the second half, have a few things go our way, get loose and have fun. I don't know. It's going to be a really good ball game.
Leading the way in scoring for Labette County in the first half was Keely Good with 7 points. Behind her was Tegan Shaw and Amory Baker with 4. Tegan, the freshman, came in and played really good minutes for us and didn't just hold her own, but she went on a 4-0 run by herself to help get us back within 5 during that stretch. McKinley Baker and Kaylin McCoy each chipped in 2 points as well. For Wamego, Hecht had 8, Meyer had 7, Mayer had 5, Pittenger, Reed, and McIntosh each had 4, and Frazier Brown had 2. At the end of the first quarter, it was Labette County 9, Wamego 13, and in the second quarter, Labette County was outscored 17-10. Labette County down 30-19, back in 30 seconds with the second half on KLKC. Labette County will start off on defense here as the court has flipped, so Wamego will move right to left. Labette County left to right. 3-point shot missed by Hecht. Rebound Grizzlies.
Well, that was a good opening defensive possession. Let's see if we can't do something here. Okay, that was knocked out by Wamego. So big Grizzlies ball in bounds here.
Grizzlies in black uniforms, Wamego in white. Ball is in to McCoy, tipped twice, back to Keeley. Jumper rims off, and the tipped rebound goes to the Raiders.
Okay, not a bad look there by Keeley. She's a nice shooter, so I like that. Time to play some D again here.
Just 30 seconds into the third quarter, the Labette County trails by 11. A nice kick out, three-point shot missed well short though by McIntosh. Offensive rebound to Wamego and a foul on Peyton Davis. Her first.
Kind of hold my breath. I didn't know if that was her second or third, to be honest with you. So thankful to see that's just her first.
Drive by McIntosh, layup missed. Rebound, Peyton Davis throws to Carnahan.
Okay, once again, the Grizzlies did a better job rebounding. Let's protect the ball and see if we can't score here.
Carnahan wants to drive, gets all the way to the cup and missed it short. That little floater for her is there, just usually a little off that heel of the rim.
Yeah, that's really a nice job by Millie getting inside like that. Now good position by Embry Baker, drawing the over-the-back foul. So getting back to that, getting positions huge for us, getting rebounds and drawing fouls.
I don't know whether or not Wamego will win this game, but if they do, I can imagine Coach McIntosh telling them afterwards, ladies, if you play like that on Friday, you're going to be done, which is a credit to Labette County and how they've played tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be complimentary of our effort.
Right.
And yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we didn't show up here just to try to hang on and hang around.
Yeah, what fueled me to make that statement was how upset he was at his ladies on that possession getting an over-the-back foul. Second personal foul picked up on Mayer. Labette County gets the ball. Carnahan drives all the way to the rim. Hitting the deck hard was Hecht. No charge or block called. Carnahan's layup missed.
Yeah, Millie continues to get pretty good looks in there. Gosh, I'd like to see one of those go down for her.
Hecht on the far side, spins around, puts the ball on the deck. Three-point shot. Or Pittenger Reed didn't shoot it, rather. And in the corner, her teammate will. It misses. 50-50. Finds Frazier Brown. Throws off to a teammate, Mayer, who scores.
Yeah, I just need more black jerseys crashing the boards that time. It had like 3 or 4 white jerseys and 1 black jersey. So Wamego got the put back.
Keeley Good dribbling around, trying to find somebody. Millie Carnahan. Floor not spaced for Labette County, but Kaylin McCoy catches it underneath, working hard, goes up and is fouled.
Good job down low by Kaylin, continuing to, once she learns even more that when she gets that ball inside to quickly go straight up with it, it'll be just that much less effort she'll have to expend.
McCoy misses on the first try. Jackie Scholl in for Keeley Good. Second, no good as well. Rebound, Wamego.
Okay, here come the Grizzlies again, back in that zone. Let's see if we can't create some issues for them.
32-19 Raiders, 5:15 third quarter. Little right-hand hook is going to get the friendly roll for Greer Panzer.
Yeah, that was nicely done. Nice little, kind of a little hook shot there. Grizzlies need to kind of stop the bleeding here.
They're throwing the ball in a tough spot, and Coach Vollmer saw that as well and calls a 30-second timeout. So Labette County scoreless through the first 3 minutes of the second half. Back in 30 on KLKC.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating bolted storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
34-19, Labette County trails here at Wamego. 5 minutes, third quarter. Thanks for being with us. Out of the Coach Vollmer timeout, can Labette County make something happen? They've played competitive, they've played well, and Hecht just picked up her third, maybe fourth personal foul, her third, and the team's fourth already in the third quarter.
Yeah, Hecht can't help it. She's just that kind of player, just has to be after the ball. Sometimes that can be a double-edged sword.
Ball enters play for the Grizzlies. Amory Baker trying to back down her man, but throws off to McKinley. Dribbled off her foot, couldn't save it. Turnover, Labette County.
Yeah, just one of those unfortunate things, goes off your foot. She hustled for it, just couldn't track it down.
Raiders with possession. Pittenger, Reed throws to the corner. Meyer, three-point swish in the near corner, and they lead by 18.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how, you look up and you were down 10 or 11, and now it's kind of stretched out here a little bit.
Carnahan does a nice job throwing ahead to Davis, who's fouled going up. Millie was absolutely in the middle of 4 lanes of traffic going 70 miles an hour all one direction, and somehow forwarded ahead to Davis, who got fouled.
Yeah, she was able to kind of somehow stay with it, like you said, and got the ball up the floor, and Davis got a shot off, drew a foul.
Davis swishes the first free throw, her first point of the ball game. Tegan Shaw and Keely Good in for Labette County. And Kendall Mayer in for Wamego. Second free throw for Davis is short. Grazed the front of the rim and found Frazier Brown on the rebound.
This is where the Grizzlies are actually do their best job of just staying in the moment, trying to win each possession, playing pridefully, and just not stopping.
Travel called on Lexi Hecht, shuffled her feet just enough for the official to whistle in the travel.
Kind of created a turnover there, so see if we can handle this pressure and maybe get a good look.
Amory Baker throws ahead. Millie Carnahan spins on Panzer. Missed the layup, though, but making confident moves is the senior.
Boy, she sure is. Shot that left-handed. I thought that was a guaranteed 2 points there.
Nice move by Hecht. Scores at the rim. Their largest lead, 19.
Yeah, Hecht saw an opportunity and took it, and no one stopped her, so you're going to have to get a body in front of that.
Baker, deep post catch, and the layup's good for Amory Baker.
Yeah, very nice. 2 good possessions offensively for the Grizzlies. Got good looks, so let's see if we can't string some of that together.
A deep post catch for Wamego results in a miss, though, for Frazier Brown. Rebound Grizzlies. Davis pushing pace hard. Picked her dribble up, long pass, found Shaw, 4 feet away, and walked with it. Had Amory Baker, who she wanted to throw it to, and had to take an extra step to get there, resulting in the travel.
Yeah, had some good ideas, and it just didn't come together that time. But, yeah, you could tell she was wanting to feed the ball inside, which is smart. So, good effort there out of the freshman.
Pittenger Reed turns and throws. Here's McIntosh with it right in front of the score table, far side. Back to Pittenger Reed, one-arm pass inside, left-hand layup missed, gets her own though, does Frazier Brown. Ball's on the deck, and a held ball gives it to Labette County. Nice hustle there by Labette.
Yeah, we kind of stayed with it. I thought they were going to get just an easy putback, and the Lady Grizzlies defensively had other plans that time, so very nice job staying with it.
Mia Meyer checks into the ball game for Coach McIntosh. Millie Carnahan's done a nice job in the full court bringing the ball up. She's gotten better at that all year. Davis tries to turn a corner but is cut off sharply. Shaw with the basketball right wing. The freshman dribbles once, throws to Davis, lost control of it, out of bounds, off Wamego, they say. A couple Lady Raiders claiming they never touched it, but Labette County will inbound.
Yeah, we'll take that. And, yeah, I agree. Millie's a better ball handler than I ever give her credit for. She does a good job with both hands getting the ball up the floor. Looks like Labette County threw one out of bounds here, so it'll be Wamego basketball.
39-22, Red Raiders lead it. 2:15 third quarter. Labette County with 3 points in the third quarter to Wamego's 9. Right to left, Hecht dribbles up the floor. And we have a foul on Labette County here, just their second as a team. Wamego with 5 and have been there for some time. That's on Shaw, her second. Kylie Roberts in the game. And Meyer with the ball right side. McIntosh, one more pass. Here's a drive by Pittenger-Reed. Extra pass, Meyer. Jumper is good. And we have a flop warning on McIntosh.
I wondered about that actually, because they tried to, and there's nothing wrong with trying to draw that, but
it seemed like it was part of like a set play.
Yeah.
Like she came and set a screen, and Kylie Roberts, of course, she set the screen on Kylie and then fell down like Kylie shoved her. I don't think Kylie Roberts has ever killed a fly. So, anyways, It looked like a set play for to try to draw a foul. Kind of hard to describe, but Coach McIntosh is lighting into the officials. We have a timeout on the floor. Let's go ahead and step aside. Let's leave it here. I can't tell if it's a full or a 30-second timeout, but a really interesting situation. Labette County down 19 with 1:50 left in the third quarter. I think what is making it more of a heated situation than it needs to be is the fact that the foul count is 5-2 in favor of Labette County.
Well, no doubt that always plays into a coach's or a fan base's or radio host.
Yeah.
You know, it gives you a little bit of fodder to kind of say, hey, what's up with this type thing? So no doubt that plays into it.
So it was Wamego that called the timeout, and we're about to begin play again with Labette County down 19 with the ball. So it was a flop warning, not a technical. And here comes Kylie Roberts, throws to Keely Good. Switches hands right to left, dribbles up the floor. Nice job there by Keely getting it across. Has to find somebody now. Hand off to Roberts, dribbles in between two defenders and a foul on the Raiders. Some of Labette County's decisions aren't very smart, but they're in traffic, so they're resulting in fouls.
Yeah, sometimes you just try to do too much, maybe try to dribble where they're just simply, it's just kind of impossible to get through there when you got a couple people that close together defending you. So Kylie Roberts makes her first free throw. I do want to compliment Keely Good. Yeah, bringing the ball up that time against the press. She started towards the sideline, but then took it back to the middle. That's the soft spot of her press.
Roberts splits the free throws. 90 seconds to go. Hecht all the way, 94 feet, scores it.
She had that on her mind the minute she got the ball. She just went straight to it.
Active hands by Meyer, pokes the ball out of bounds. Labette County will have it. Davis and Amory Baker in for Labette County in place of Shaw and Roberts. Good inbounds to Carnahan. She'll have to go the distance. Left to right, defended by McIntosh. She'll get across. Dribbles just inside the three-point line, pitches to Davis. A set play here, good in the corner, drives baseline, jumper blocked, no, a foul. Labette County is certainly getting the benefit of the whistle. There's no question about that.
Yeah.
2 free throws for Keely Good.
That's 4 on Hecht, and she, like I said earlier, she's their go-to player. I mean, they have several nice players, but you can tell by just watching her, she's the confident one and the team leader. Keely Good makes her first free throw there.
She is 5 out of 5 from the line with 8 points leading us in scoring. Keely Good. Second free throw, good as well.
Yeah, she's sure seeing it from the free throw line. That's very helpful. We need every one of those we can get.
Labette County's got him in a trap, and they force the turnover. McCoy comes from the weak side and picks up the ball. Now Good loses her dribble, and a held ball gives it to the Raiders.
Yeah, Keeley's always trying, doing her best. That's just an unfortunate little fumble there with the ball, and, those are painful little giveaways, but, gosh, you just have to work through it and live with it at this point right here.
Pittenger Reed with it on the right side, but not for long. Carnahan gets in there on the effort, dives on it, throws it ahead, or behind rather, and it's picked up by Panzer. And now Wamego travels, no whistle. They're going to go ahead and let them play on. Labette County steal. 23 seconds, third quarter, a series of chaotic events, and a travel called on Peyton Davis. And Wamego gets it back, 43-25, they lead.
Yeah, lots and lots going on here. Millie Carnahan was on the floor and kind of threw it back, but she had to. If you sit on the floor and hold the ball for more than a second or two, they'll call traveling normally, or it'll be a jump ball.
Jump ball, yeah.
Just settle back down here.
Carnahan exhausted on the bench, leaning backwards, looking up, breathing heavily. Three-point shot missed by Panzer, gets her own rebound. Kick out off the carom. Mayer misses. How about the crash there by Pittenger Reed? And man, if they would have let that play on, it would have been pitchforks and onions, or garlic rather, from the fans here in Wamego.
She did a nice job. We talk all the time about players that are outside when a long shot goes up, crash the board. You have a certain bit advantage when you're coming in from behind rebounders. You see the ball, and you can come in with some momentum like that. So I'd like to see more and more players that are outside crash like that.
Splitting the pair of free throws is Pittenger Reed. I couldn't think of the term. I meant to say pitchforks and torches. That was it. That's what I meant to say.
Onions, garlic.
Yeah, well, protest. That's what I'm trying to say. 44-25 at the end of three. Wamego leads. Labette County's played tough, man. Just Wamego, good team, and held us to just one made field goal all third quarter. Back in 1 minute on KLKC.
Reaching your goals is closer than you think at Labette Community College. With 25 programs of study, 6 certificate options, and a campus that cares, your journey at LCC is sure to lead to success. Become a Cardinal. Visit labette.edu to learn more today.
.25, Labette County trails Wamego to begin the fourth quarter of play. Labette County trying to run some high-low and just a little bit too clogged, and the pass intercepted.
Yeah, again, just trying to put the ball somewhere where it really just can't go. Just like you said, it's just too much.
Three-pointer missed by Meyer. Rebound Labette County, Tegan Shaw getting the start in the fourth quarter here. As a battle for the ball in the corner is off the feet of Kendall Mayer. Labette County will have it, and inbound right in front of our cheer squad over there.
A lot of really good minutes being played by some young players here at SubState. Just a lot of experience being gained here.
Ball in, Carnahan to McCoy, jumper missed, sharp off the rim, long rebound, went all the way to half court, and Labette County's got it left to right. Davis throws to Carnahan, wanted to step into the three. McCoy inside, a little up and under, left hand layup missed.
Yeah, I would have loved to see that go down, but I don't care. That was a beautiful move there by Kayla McCoy. Really well done.
Just a sophomore is McCoy. Cannot forget that. Left wing, McIntosh with it. Now one dribble and a pass to Mayer. Right back to Pittenger Reed. Good ball movement for Wamego really all night long. A Meyer three misses. Long rebound goes to the Raiders, but Carnahan comes in and gets the steal as the Raiders didn't really commit to who was going to grab it. Here comes Millie in the paint and a foul on the Raiders with 6:30 to play in the game.
Yeah, Millie, like she's done all year, just plays so hard, buzzer to buzzer. She never sees an opportunity to kind of quit or take a play off. She's just full on.
Ball enters play to McCoy. A backdoor Shaw. She'll catch it a little bit loosely. And now chest pass it out to Carnahan. Running floater misses. Tip twice. Amory's there. Almost got the and one. But she'll settle for a trip to the line.
Good job there by Amory. I really like how she caught that and shot it real quickly. No hesitation. Didn't bring the ball down, anything like that. She got the ball, kept it high, and went straight up.
Baker's first of two is off the mark. Labette County had 4 field goals in the first quarter, and since then they have 4 made field goals on the game. Just 1 in the third quarter. Baker misses the second as well.
It's crazy how this game goes sometimes. Sometimes it feels easy, other times you can't buy a bucket.
Three-pointer rims off for Pittenger Reed. She knew it was short and got her own rebound. Now the ball's tipped out. Labette County has it. Davis in and out of traffic, picks her dribble up, bounce past Shaw. Right wing, three-point shot, short. Nice box and board by Pittenger Reed.
That shot looked good when it left her hand. That's a nice shot there, just a little bit short.
Under 6 minutes to play. McCoy straight up defense is good enough to force the miss by Frazier Brown, and she collects the board.
Yes, very good job by Kaylin, defensively going straight up and then rebounding too.
Nice stutter step move by Shaw on Hecht, and Labette County with a great offensive possession, and McCoy scores off the glass.
Absolutely, and that's the third or fourth better possession we've had. That's just the one that went in, so really appreciate the continued effort out of our Lady Grizzlies.
Hecht drives and kicks to the corner. Panzer throws back to Hecht, and a foul on Labette County. Millie's probably going to ask the official what she did wrong. She likes to be vocal to the officials, not in a bad way,
no.
Just pursues an explanation.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being assertive. It's never disrespectful. That time she looked at him with her mouth kind of just agape. She didn't even have to speak. Her facial expression basically said it for her. So he explained it.
44-27, Wamego leads. Open three, Meyer missed. Long board goes to Peyton Davis with 5 minutes to play here in the first round of SubState. Keeley Good riding the sideline down below us, painted red. Now left open from three, just off the heel. Rebound Raiders.
Yeah, pretty good shot there. That's another chance for Keeley to follow her shot. She would have had that rebound. That's another interesting aspect that, we've touched on.
Three-pointer swished by Meyer, left wide open. Back-to-back possessions.
Yeah, that was a pretty shot. She was open, she took it, and then made us pay.
Good, quick trigger three. Hits the backboard and nothing else, and a foul going the other way on Amory Baker. I think anyways. Sure looked like she was kind of holding on a little bit. That is on Baker. Her first with 4:24 to play. Labette County trails by 20.
In essence, you've got 4 minutes and 24 seconds left here in this game. Every player, certainly your seniors, of course, want to just leave it all out there on the floor here.
Open three again for Meyer. Short, and the rebound goes to Davis, but it kind of went off her pink shoe. And then that ball is hard to track down once it picked up momentum. And she couldn't get there in time to save it. Raiders will have it.
Yeah, love the effort there out of Davis. Just like you said, just that ball was scooting pretty quickly.
Panzer with the ball at the heart of the floor. One dribble handoff to Pittenger Reed. Now Meyer in the corner. She leads Wamego in scoring with 17 points on the evening. Hecht drives, had it stripped by Keeley, and now a foul on Labette County with 3:47 to go. Foul on the floor, no free throws. Third personal foul on Keeley, good. Open three for McIntosh, just came in, missed the shot, put back missed as well. Rebound Grizzlies, pushing pace. Davis on the outlet, little Euro at the hole, missed it, but she's fouled. Davis yet to make a field goal tonight, but not for a lack of aggression.
Yeah, I like that little move too, but more controlled. It wasn't just a sporadic layup against two other defenders kind of going up wildly. She's Euroed between him and put up a pretty nice lay-in shot there.
Davis' first free throw's good. Freshman has a long and really good basketball career ahead of herself. Second free throw, a perfect swish.
Yeah, she shot lights out against Caulfield. How many 4 or 5 3-pointers?
At the end of three quarters, Baldwin leads Independence 33-28. Labette County with good defense at the other end, forcing the missed shot and getting the rebound, but Good has it stolen, and then a foul on Keeley. 47-28, Labette County trails, and that's the fourth foul as a team on Labette.
I'll be honest with you, I kind of not worried, but looked for Independence maybe to face some challenge. As I watched them play all year, I didn't feel like they were necessarily the third or fourth best team in the state of Kansas. Nice ball club, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Left-hand layup, good, plus the foul. Pittenger Reed with the and one. And that's the fourth on, the second on McKinley Baker.
Yeah, she just got the edge on us, and we just got beat, tried to recover, and had the foul.
Free throw good. Labette County with the ball, 29 points. Wamego, 50 points. Schull, deep three, short. And a foul staying here on Pittenger Reed as Carnahan crashed and gave her some problems. A lot of fouls here in this fourth quarter in a 21-point ball game with 3 minutes left. As Coach Vollmer is going to call a timeout, we will take it with her, a 1-minute step aside here on KLKC.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
Labette County with the basketball, down big here late fourth quarter. Active hands on the interior by Wamego, poke it out of play. Labette County will get to draw up one more play on the inbound.
Yeah, pretty good pass inside there. Millie did a good job of getting that shot up. I thought she drew a foul.
Carnahan three-pointer, too strong. And the other way, Davis bats a pass out of bounds, and Lexi Hecht might have had a finger jammed or something. Looked like she was holding her hand for a moment. Fort Scott loses to Tonganoxie 47-35, and so the road for the Lady Tigers of Fort Scott comes to an end on their home floor to Tonganoxie. The Chieftains move on to play the 1 seed, Rock Creek, who is up huge on Parsons, 69-23 late in that game. Here's Wamego in a half-court situation, tossing it around, and a foul from behind on Amory Baker. So some games coming to an end across the state.
Both teams here still going at it. I mean, battling. 21-point game, 2:32 left, and I mean, both squads are just really, if you didn't see the score, you'd swear it's a 1-point game or overtime, so the effort has not changed.
First free throw missed by Mayer. Second free throw missed as well. Long rebound goes right back to herself. Meyer 3, short rebound. Wamego again, but that time they lost it out of bounds. Labette County gets it back.
Yeah, this is sub-state basketball, so Wamego is maintaining pressure, pressing, half-court trapping, shooting. I mean, that's what you expect.
In Ottawa, the Cyclones lead the Blue Comets of Chanute by 10 with 2.5 minutes remaining. Chanute led that game at halftime by 4 points, and now they trail by 10 with 2.5 minutes left. So Fort Scott lost, Independence is losing at home to Baldwin, and Chanute looking unlikely on the road, and Labette County took one on the chin tonight, as did Parsons. So the SEK ladies team's dropping like flies. Schull misses her first free throw, but maybe a couple of them can pull it out late in Independence and Chanute perhaps.
Yeah.
Second free throw missed as well.
As mentioned earlier, we've seen this before. You know, the SEK leagues, you know, running into some buzzsaws in other districts and other places. So, you know, I hate to see it, but I've seen this before.
I've always kind of just had the thought process, if we're going to get in a Suburban, travel 2 hours and get out, we're going to play a good team.
Right, yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? If you have to travel a couple hours to play somebody, it's probably going to be a bigger town and bigger school. That's just kind of my stereotypical thought process. Splitting the pair of free throws is Hecht. Not a whole lot of scoring's taken place during our rambling of other games around the area. Davis 3 misses. Rebound on the deck. And it's poked out of bounds by Wamego, they say. Labette County will inbound. 51-29, Raiders lead, just under 2 minutes to play in the game.
Like I mentioned just a minute ago, it continues to dive in for loose balls. I mean, like every possession, and it does, matters desperately.
Raiders get a steal on Labette County. Meyer, man, she has shot 1,400 threes tonight. She'll miss this one but get fouled. She's made 3 of them and got fouled on this one by Peyton Davis, who has 4 personal fouls with 1 minute 40 seconds remaining. Meyer's first free throw is swished. So this Labette County team will lose the likes of Millie Carnahan, Keely Good, Amory Baker, and Carson Moore. As far as seniors, of course. Second free throw missed by Meyer, but definitely a lot of promise is sitting over on that bench and also in the ball game right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Third free throw missed by Meyer. Rebound Labette County nearing the 90-second mark. And the 25-26 basketball season is coming to a close for the Lady Grizzlies this year. They'll finish with 8 wins on the year. Shaw with it in the corner, and Davis is stripped of possession off her knee, out of bounds. And a fresh 5 for Wamego checks in. Probably not their cleanest performance of the year. Credit Labette County for that, by the way. But they get a big round of applause by their home crowd nonetheless, as they will advance to play the winner of Bishop Miege and Santa Fe. So certainly doesn't get easier. They will host that game on Friday at 6 p.m. here in this gym. Keely Good playing until the final horn, gets a steal, gives it up to Millie, who's fouled and will shoot 2.
Yeah, continued good effort there and a good steal and a very unselfish pass there by Keely Good to her teammate Millie Carnahan to allow her an opportunity to score.
Carnahan yet to score tonight after having 16 points a few nights ago. First free throw missed here by Millie. One more to come. Labette County just 10 second half points and 2 made field goals. Down 52-29 in the second half, that is. Carnahan's second is good. Ginger Weathers, Aaron Dickens, Kylie Roberts, Tegan Shaw, and Jackie Schull going to check in for Labette County. And Coach Vollmer will get to give her seniors one more high five for the final time wearing a Grizzly uniform. Always fun to see that.
Yeah. Every senior that's ever played, at this moment, you just can't believe it's over. You just 4 years flies by and here you sit.
As all the seniors wipe tears from their eyes with their black jerseys. And I say that to convey to you how much they care.
Yeah.
It's really a beautiful thing if you just think about it.
Well, you've been through so many battles together for 4 years, practices, camps, games, and it's just, I guess a sisterhood is what it would be, and just, tight bond.
Aaron Dickens throws it to Schull in the corner with 45 seconds to go. Labette County down 22. Schull, one-arm pass is intercepted as Wamego threw in 5 new players as well. Lacey Vestal intercepted the pass there. Here's Presley Hollenbeck with it. And a 10-second violation was nearing, but Madeline Douglas finds herself with it. And a layup is good for Libby Scheel.
The Wamego student section obviously happy for their players off the bench to get a score.
And here's a steal by Douglas, and the layup is good, but she double dribbled and then slaps the wrestling mats with both her hands in frustration. And so Labette County down 54-30, has 16 seconds left in their season. Aaron Dickens dribbles left to right. Schull sets her a screen. We'll see if Labette County can't hit something here late. Dickens, short corner, tries to get out of prison. She does to Schull, puts up the 3, off the window. It is good.
Why not?
Out with a bang goes Jackie Schull to end the season. And Labette County falls 54-33, and this is where the road ends. Labette County 8-16 to finish the 25-26 basketball season and fell to the number 2 seed Wamego Red Raiders. Special year. It was fun to watch a group just really grind to get better, and we will definitely talk over some of that pathway to this night with Coach Vollmer post-game. Should she come join us, I would assume she would. I'll try to make eye contact with her here in a second. The Labette County falls 54-33. We will return in 3 minutes with the Bowen Pharmacy post-game show. Welcome in Grizzly fans to the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show. Final postgame show of the girls season, but a quick reminder for those still with us, the Labette County boys play at Paola about 22 and a half hours from now. They'll be tipping off in Paola, Kansas. It will be Grant Merrill and Jack Leake Jr., my dad, on the call, and Jonathan Dusher on the live stream. That is anticipated to be a really nice first-round sub-state matchup at Paola. Boys tomorrow night at 6 is tip-off. But tonight, Lady Grizzlies road ends in Wamego, Kansas, 54-33, the final score. Keely Good led us in scoring with 9 points, followed by McCoy with 4, Davis and Scholl with 3, Baker and McKinley Baker, each Baker had 2 points. Peyton Davis had 3 as well. I think I already mentioned that. Apologies. Roberts and Carnahan each had 1. For Wamego, Meyer had 18 and Hecht had 13, their 2 main scores. This game early on was 7-2 Labette County, and then it was Wamego since that point forward. At halftime, they led 30-19 and then outscored Labette County 24-14 in the second half. Wamego just a little bit too much for this Grizzly squad that labored throughout stretches of this season, but definitely showed a lot of signs of what is to come in the coming years with some of those underclassmen we have.
Yeah, I think so. And we've seen this kind of all year long. We've talked early on about the improvement from this squad from the early games, in November and December. They've come miles and miles with finding their identity, and they've always had the heart and the work ethic. That's always been there, and the attitude. But they've really done such a nice job along the road, certainly in I hate to say bits and pieces, but like halves. I mean, so many games against opponents who supposedly are in the top 10 in the state of Kansas we played with. So I know that's water under the bridge or whatever the saying is, but you sit here, the season's over, and you're proud of a group, and watched them play hard tonight till the final buzzer. So yeah, it is. It's appreciate the senior effort, and we also, like you said, can't help but look forward to some nice young talent to carry on.
Wamego will be hosting Bishop Miege on Friday, as Bishop Miege defeated Santa Fe Trail 76-20, which is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And so Bishop Miege will come in here and play Wamego at 6 p.m. on Friday. The Lady Bulldogs of Independence season is over as well. They lost 48-38 at home to Baldwin. Fort Scott lost at home to Tonganoxie. And Chanute was down by 10 with 2:45 left in that game, and now they are down 14 with 10 seconds left. So all SEK teams are going to fall in the first round of Sub-State. Parsons lost to Rock Creek as well, just making sure I'm not forgetting somebody. Nope. So all SEK teams out of it. So it'll be Baldwin playing at Topeka Hayden on Friday. It will be Ottawa, I'm assuming, playing at Eudora on Friday. Did not see the final of Eudora and Lewisburg. Miege at Wamego, and Tonganoxie at Rock Creek. So there's kind of your setup for the championship sub-state girls games that will be all of them on Friday, and all of them tip at 6 o'clock. Another reminder, boys Grizzlies play at Paola tomorrow at 6 p.m. This is the Bowen Pharmacy post-game show of Lady Grizzly basketball. One more 3-minute timeout to see if Coach Vollmer emerges from the locker room, and then if not, we will wrap up from Wamego here on KLKC. Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show. We're happy to be joined by head coach of those Lady Grizzlies, Brianna Vollmer. Coach, road ended in Wamego this season, but man, we were so not surprised, but very impressed by the effort tonight. Wamego earned a lot of Grizzly respect tonight.
Yeah, I really think they did. I think we had the right concept defensively. We knew, they've got several studs on their team and what it was going to take to slow them down, and I think we did that. We just had some little thorns in our side that we've struggled with at times. Boxing out, you make a good team miss like this, you can't hand them 2-3 opportunities at the rim, and then we just didn't have some shots fall our way. And I think, if you take away some of those non-box outs, we're down, maybe 5 at half, and that's a more manageable score. And then, some of their kids got going, and, number 3, she's quick. We knew what she was going to bring to the table, and I have no regrets with our effort and our energy tonight.
Absolutely.
And we talk about that. We talk about that towards the end of the season. What does your legacy mean? And this team's legacy, I truly believe, is that they played hard to the end, and they continue to be coachable to the end. And that's not an easy thing to do when maybe the win column isn't what you think it should be. So I'm proud of these kids. I'm proud of this group. I'm proud of our fans. I'm proud of Labette County and our culture, our team's culture, and they kept that intact this season.
That's well said. You see that happen so often. When things don't go a team's way, they shut down. We're maybe not going to win anything. Let's just quit. Never happened to even any type of degree with your squad. So, yeah, credit to the girls and the coaching staff on your part for making that fight till the end mentality during the season and in each game possible. Whenever the seniors subbed out for the last time, those tears started coming. Usually see that each year, and it really is just a beautiful thing. Just talk about those girls and just that moment there as they subbed out.
I mean, they put everything into our program, and they each have a different story, and each of their journeys look really different. And we started to have the conversation this last month or so, don't have those regrets, and what does your legacy mean? And I think those seniors embodied not quitting. And keeping that legacy intact, because they very much know what that means, and they've been a part of that in different ways, and part of our culture and maintaining that, and not letting that negative and that doubt creep in. And each of those kids I can go and talk about individually, but as a group, they kept that culture intact, and they were excited. They were excited for Tegan, the freshman. They all jumped up and they about tackled her in the middle of the court because they're excited about that. They're excited about the future of our program, and I hope someday when they come back, they can say, yeah, I kept that intact, and yes, I was a part of this. And I have no doubts that all 4 of those kids, 6 of them, counting our 2 managers, are going to go be successful moms and doctors and lawyers and GOAT people. JC's going to do that. So, they're going to be successful, pure, good, kind human beings, and in my book, that's a success.
What would Coach Vollmer say is the number one thing she learned this season coaching the 25-26 girls basketball team?
It's not a race, it's a marathon, and I can't get ahead of myself. I look back at that Frontenac game and that very first game, and I was like, oh my. And I learned how to coach these kids, and I could not be stubborn, and I couldn't say, well, this is how I used to do it. Well, that's not going to work right now. And so if I've learned anything in my 18 years of coaching, it's that I have to be able to make changes, and I have to be able to change with who kids are in 2026 and not how they were in 2004. And I think I learned that about this group and how to coach them and how to still hold them accountable. I think even in education and in coaching, it's all about accountability and making sure these kids are good people at the end of the day. And I can genuinely say that if you go check my kids' grades right now, I've got a lot of valedictorian, salutatorians, top 10% kids, SUCO kids, 3-sport athletes, FFA kids, and, learning how to keep them involved in the program when maybe it doesn't look like it used to, or maybe it doesn't look like it did last year. Again, we kept Labette County spoiled with our effort, and I think that we made them proud at the end of the day.
Great answer, Coach. Thanks for answering that. And I don't want this to end. I want to just keep asking questions. It's such a joy, Coach. the atmosphere that your coaching staff creates, and then the way that your girls are as people and then as players, it's just a joy. I don't care if you win one game, it's a joy to just do this for you and the girls. And so just thank you for making it that.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys for always being here and creating such positive culture around our program too. You're a huge piece of Labette County, and I can't tell you how many times, people feel like they're right at home because of what you guys do and the effort that you give. And not only Labette County, like even if there's just one person that tunes in is listening right now, we're spreading our culture and we're spreading what it means to be Labette County, and we're going to be proud of that every day. I would not change any one of my kids. I would not change anybody in Labette County. So thank you all that's listening. Thank all these parents for raising amazing human beings, and thank you for creating the culture that Labette County is.
Coach, thanks for the kind words, and that'll do it for the 25-26 year, and we'll talk to you next year.
We'll see you soon. We'll see you next year. Thank
Thanks,
you, guys.
Coach.
Be safe.
That's head coach Brianna Vollmer of those Lady Grizzlies, and yeah, what a class act she is. And one last reminder, tomorrow evening at Paola, 6 p.m., boys will tip off, as that should be a dandy of a ball game tomorrow night. So that'll do it for the Lady Grizzlies season anyways. And so for Joel back at the station and Jack Leak Jr. and Jonathan Dusher on the camera, I am Jack Leak III saying good night from Wamego, Kansas. Safe travels if you're driving, and as always,